Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play King's Bounty Warriors of the North, Ice and Fire! My wife is back, but I will have a short amount of time to make a recording. I do not know how long, because perhaps I'm lucky, perhaps I'm not. Cannot say that for the moment. We will see how that goes. And so I have decided to make a recording because we must make more recordings. I want to be able to show you more of the game, and therefore I have to play more. And therefore, well, there's not much I can do besides gaming, is there? So, and give 'em hell. Very nice. They have no turn. They will do nearly no damage, so I think it would be the wisest. Great. Can he do something? No, he's not my problem. He can. Okay, so for that very reason... Ah, what the fuck. Burn! So, the question is... Can we... Oh, we must use rage. We must use rage here. Rage! So, can we do another rage? Nope! But we can do a geyser. Since Slick Rounder showed me that spell, I totally love it. If only I were a better mage. But I'm not. What a piece of... Oh, I could try. But I think I'll need the mana. So... we do it this way. He did survive that, would you believe it? How did he do that? How did he actually survive that attack? Tough little guy. I was thinking about another idea. It makes no sense here because we're already beyond that point as we have tactics and too many traps. But I think a good army for the beginning would be an army of guys who can cross the entire battlefield in one move and do damage to 3 targets. Now you ask, who can do that? Well, these guys can. This Brontos or whatever they're called. These guys here, Brontos, they can do that, and the Salbury can do that. So if you get both, I think that is a good start. Don't know if there's any more. I think the Orcs have 1 unit. The normal Orc Warrior can do that if he has enough adrenaline. But by the point you have that many runes that you can afford that adrenaline level, I think you have no more use for this tactic. Oh, treasure chest. Moonsword. I think we've got 1 million of those now. I think that is the most common item in our game. Oh, money's welcome. Oh crap. Okay, can you do something? No, Raven, talk to me. Of course not. I want to talk to you. That was not very effective, so I think we have to fight them without. Oh boy. Oh boy. This are many for sure. How many movement points do we have? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wonderful, that works. I want you here. I want you here. I want you here. And I want you there. Good. Okay, let's start frying people. I must really get my sheep up to level 4. He did survive that. Are they poison immune? Well, a little bit, but not really. At least not... Oh, I have an idea. I know someone who gets smaller. So, now they have different numbers, but they have the same strength, because these ones here are, as you can see, by the damage. These are shrink by 50%, so they will take enough damage. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Okay, I want you to take out those guys. Geronimo! He did survive that. How in hell did he do that? Tough guy. So the problem is now that we have here 31 living guys and all others are dead. Let's hope that he does nothing too badly for us. Perhaps he hatches eggs. Normally they do that. Try to get to a safe distance and hatch. Wonderful. I know someone who can fry you quite easily. But we take the money because we need the rage award. So we were talking about armies. Yes, this army of mine is not very effective. A dragon army is not the most effective army. It's a funny army. It's an army that has his heights, but it is not the most effective army. By far not. Because they're very, very hard to replace, and you must always look out not losing one of them to some freak damage or whatever. So, oh, a barrier again. The lizards have, I think, a weakness for barriers. Oh, nice. Guess who comes there? Ah, what the heck. We go just right in it. Brontors! Oh, I have an idea. I go here and blow right there. And you go here and... you blow... No. Is that a good choice? Yes, I think it is. You go there and do that. You go here and do that. You go there and blow directly there, and then yes, I think that could work. Okay. First of all, fry the guy. He survived that. Would you believe that? Okay, you go right here and make me proud. Very effective. Well, that should do a lot of damage. And critical! Ooh, we could get a one-round kill. No, we cannot. Or can we? We can! And we did not even use all dragons. So, okay, that dragon army is effective after all. But it has too many weaknesses. It simply has too many weaknesses. You witnessed a burst of light from the tip of the dark well. After you wait a few moments, you realize your sacrificed crystals was all in vain. At least you gained some experience from the Unfortunate situation. Yes, the point is this experience shrines are not that effective. In the beginning they are, yes, but the longer the further in the game you found them, the more ineffective they become. So, greeting, stranger, what brought you here to the Green Keeper, warden of the grave where Makar the Great lies? Can I ask you a few questions? What would you like to know? Who's Maktar? Maktar the Great, the Great. Don't you ever forget that. He is the greatest hero of our people. He was an unbeatable warrior, born in a brood of warriors. Their sole purpose was to fight our enemies, the snow creatures from the surface. Makar the Great was no ordinary warrior. He didn't just defeat the elves, henchmen of the cold lords, he tracked and killed the ice gods themselves. Alice, he was the only one amongst our people capable of such deeds. That's why we do our best to commemorate him. By the way, he was the first keeper of the green obelisk. I hope I have satisfied your curiosity. How did you become a keeper? In battle. This title can only be won in battle. The high priests select the most worthy representatives of our race. That year we keep 3 contenders fighting for the title of the Green Keeper, 2 priests and myself. I was a warrior back then. Fighting against priests was a hard trial. Elders and consultants are dangerous fighters. They know how to immobilize enemies with bonds of blood, to lead them into confusion and to teleport around on the battlefield. I was an ordinary Gorgol warrior then, but Ashkar himself appreciated the deeds I performed during my raids. All I could use against my enemies were my agility and my extensive combat experience, and they didn't let me down. That's why you see me here today, not my opponents. Okay, I'm much more interested to see the green crystal obelisk. Askar sent me for the obelisk cleansing ritual. So you want to proceed to the obelisk? Don't you know that only those who are worthy are allowed through? Proven that you are worthy, and I will let you through. All you need to do is to pay tribute to Makar the Great upon his tomb. A strong warrior will stand on your way to the tomb. If you successfully reach the tomb, then you are worthy. If not, then we have nothing to discuss. I have nothing more to say. I will reach the tomb and return. Of course we will. So, look at this guy. Oh, 35, 30 and 10. Well, he's quite dumb. Yes, thorns, a hell of a lot of Gorguls, and a lot of Tyraxes. Could that be a problem? Nah, I don't think so. We're good to go. That's getting low, but who cares? Okay, so. For the glory! Ooh, these are many. These are many indeed. I want them here because they do fire damage. I want those here because they do good damage. You go there, and you go here. The problem is those guys are poisonous immune, I guess. Yes, poison will do no damage here. He will take care of that. And hard question. Okay. To battle! Okay, what can we do? First of all, we can make them vulnerable to fire. Well, they already are vulnerable to fire, but I think this way they will be even more vulnerable. Let's make them pay a little. Aha! Oh, that one's already dead. Didn't expect that to happen so fast. I could burn them. But they're not my strongest enemy. I could burn those. Good question now. Question, can I burn you and then land there? Yes, that's possible. So let's do that then. Oh, that might just be fun. And you burn those guys alive. Very effective. I'm pleased. Okay. They have their full movement, they have their full movement, they have their full movement, and they have no movement. They have their full movement and they have their full movement. I must do something against those guys. Okay, they're pushed back. That might be useful. They cannot retaliate when they're pushed back. And I do not get my critical strike when I need it. And I cannot push that guy. I could go there and pull him. Oh yeah, that's an idea. That might just work. Oh, I blew it. Crap! That looks bad for me. He did what? He cast Resurrect. Okay, whatever. The question is, how much damage will these ladies here do? Yeah, poisoning that guy, that's a good choice. Down they go. Down they go. And the question is, well, tell you what. I want the money. I might be a greedy bastard, but I go for the money. As simple as that. Very good. You go there. You go there. We use up even more rage. Grog the Insane. He ate some flour which tore his mind and made him declare that he was Maktar himself. He then mercilessly tore all to pieces all those who would disagree. To play it safe, they locked him up in the tomb of Maktar himself. Well, he's nuts. So he ate flowers. That boy. Done. Wonderful. By the book. You smell a forest. That smell is so familiar, so hostile. So much time has passed since I smelled that smell. What has you brought here, warrior of the north? I'm looking for the tomb of Maktar the Great. You have found it. This is my grave. It appears that the Green Keeper sent you here. You are in the midst of our trials. That is commendable. I sense there's more to you than meets the eye. You've been marked by destiny, and you smell of frost. The spirit smiles. When I was alive, I was a great warrior. Battles, hot blood, I can still taste it, but it's all in vain now. Our struggle is futile, and I had a lot of time on my hands. I'd been watching, and gradually my anger gave way to the understanding that we have come to a dead end. We are right and wrong at the same time, so are the elves. But we lizard men are very stubborn, so words of reason will not do nothing here. I'm tired of it all, but I cannot find eternal rest. My spirit is chained to this tomb. How's that? What ties you to this world? My weapon, it's not with me. After the burial ceremony, they took my staff away. It was an integral part of me, an extension of me, and it still remains a particle of my soul. I feel it. It's in this cave, waiting for me. It's there, my statue of the three heroes, but I cannot leave the tomb to get it. I will free your spirit and bring you back your stuff. Yes, we're good. Very, very good at receiving stuff. What does he mean? 3 statues. Well, let's talk to that. Did you succeed? Yes, Keeper. I've paid my tribute to Maktar. Will you let me through now? Turns out there's more to you than I thought. You've defeated a strong warrior and performed a worthy deed by paying honors to our legendary hero. I grant you permission to proceed to the obelisk. Thank you! But still, I have no idea whatsoever. They are our enemies. They go against our very nature. Killing them is your true duty, Maktar the Great. And a worthless spell. Well, you never know when you need them. Okay, he was talking about 3 statues. There is a statue. Not sure if he means that. No, obviously not. If I were a statue, what could he mean? There are 2 statues here, but he obviously doesn't mean them. There's a statue. So let's talk to the lady, perhaps she has a clue. No. Still does not know anything new. Statues. There are 2 statues, but not 3. This is just water with fish. No statues here. Okay, there's a quest. What do you want in the Blue Keeper's abode, human? I want to go to the obelisk to cleanse it. I have permission from Askar. That's an unusual thing. The highest priest permitting a human to do this. Even you have Askar's blessing, I can't let you pass just for the sake of that. I have to give you a trial. You must not be only strong and enduring and quick-minded, but quick-minded too. I will ask you 3 riddles, and we'll see how you can cope with them. If you give me 1 wrong answer, I can't let you pass. Ask them, I'm ready. Listen to me, the first question. There's a flock of flying Hatetrans. 1 ahead, 2 behind. 1 behind and 2 ahead. 1 between 2 and 3 in a row. How many Hydrans are in the flock? 3, 1 flying after another. Alright, there's the next riddle. 29 fry are swimming near a bank of a pond. A T-Rex snaps on and kills 3 of them. How many fry are swimming near the bank? Not a single one, they will flee all. Let's go on to the next question. Imagine that you are participating in a running competition with the best Gorgols and manage to overtake the last runner. What runner are you after that? Well, it's impossible overtaking the last runner? You're right, it's impossible to overtake the last runner. Let's move to the next question. A Gorganta and 5 Gorgols go on a mission to the surface. Of their way, they meet a returning troop of 3 Hydrants and 8 Gorgols and 3 captive elves. They also meet a captive druid and a Tyrex Asgardium. How many magicians were on the mission? Well, one Gorgana, I think he's the only mage. You're amazing smart. I'm starting to like you. Now I'm going to ask your last question. There's a road that only one lizard man can fit at a time. 2 lizard men are going down the road. One downhill, the other uphill. How can they pass each other? They don't need to, since they're both going in the same direction. You've answered all my riddles. You have proven that your mind is superb. You need to be you are observant, and you can detect a trick question. I'm allowing you to pass through the obelisk. Thank you, Blue Keeper. Plague, don't need that. Knight's Shield, we can make that to crystals in a second. Our prince has been entrapped by a sly demon, but the time will come when we get slammed back. Well, visited, everything's fine here. We need this weapon, this staff. 3 statues. These are 2. What do we know about that? Let's read the quest again. Near the 3 statues of heroes. If only I had an idea what they mean. I think we'll have to continue this search another day. I will now have to look up to my son. If any of you understand what they want us to do, I have no idea what 3 statue of heroes mean. There are so many statues here, there's no statue of any hero. I think I do not understand the order. Well, we'll see each other again next time. Bye!